Tadej Pogacar's contract contains a €200 million release clause, a number that belongs in football, not cycling. Reports place his earnings at roughly €12 million a year, yet the Tour de France winner's cheque is just €500,000. So where does the real money come from? And why is cycling's highest-paid rider still earning a fraction of what other sports superstars take home? The answer begins inside the contract itself, securing Tadej Pogačar through the end of 2030. The team confirmed a total contract value of €50 million, guaranteeing an annual base salary of €8 million. This is the bedrock, money paid regardless of race results, establishing him as the highest-paid rider in the sport. But the complete economic picture is far more complex. To understand how modern cycling deals are built, one must look to Pogacar's agent, Alex Carrera. Carrera structured a contract that stacks performance bonuses directly on top of that guaranteed base, rather than replacing it. While the €8 million figure is officially confirmed, reports from cycling media indicate that these performance-related triggers can elevate Pogacar's total seasonal earnings to roughly €12 million during a successful campaign. Then there is the mechanism of absolute control. The contract reportedly contains a €200 million release clause. A buyout of this magnitude is entirely unprecedented in professional cycling, where riders historically moved with minimal financial friction. This clause does not reflect a realistic transfer fee. Instead, it is a defensive wall. By pricing scarcity at €200 million, UAE Team Emirates established total leverage, ensuring no rival team can poach their marquee asset. Through this 6-year exclusive agreement, Carrera and the team transformed a cyclist's contract from a simple salary into a high-stakes corporate asset. While a victory at the Tour de France comes with a highly publicized €500,000 winner's cheque, that money never flows directly to the rider. Under cycling's traditional payout system, all race earnings, from the grand prize to individual €11,000 stage victories, are paid directly to the team first, rather than the competitor. UAE Team Emirates distributes this collective pot among the riders, mechanics, and staff, meaning a leader's actual share is typically cut in half before it ever leaves the team bus. From there, personal business expenses chip away at the remainder. Agent Alex Carrera, who negotiates these multi-million euro deals, commands commissions within the standard 5 to 10% industry range. Yet what Pogacar loses to industry fees, he reclaims through tax strategy. By establishing legal residency in Monaco, he satisfies the strict 183-day physical presence rule to access a 0% personal income tax regime. Had he remained a tax resident in Slovenia, state authorities would claim nearly 40% of his earnings. In Monaco, whatever survives the team split and agent fees belongs entirely to him, tax-free. In professional cycling, team jerseys historically serve as billboards for collective sponsors, leaving little room for individual athlete branding. But Pogacar has bypassed these traditional limits, establishing a personal portfolio that cycling media outlets estimate brings in between €1 and €2 million annually. The centerpiece of this off-bike portfolio is his direct partnership with luxury watchmaker Richard Mille. While the brand sponsors the UAE team, they secured a direct rider-level agreement with Pogacar in June 2024, placing him in an elite family of partners. Then there is his long-standing association with bike manufacturer Colnago. This relationship goes far beyond riding their frames. It has produced highly exclusive co-branded lifestyle products, including an 800,000 Swiss franc watch. To expand his reach beyond traditional sports, his agent, Alex Carrera, brokered an endorsement deal with cryptocurrency exchange KuCoin, naming Pogacar a global brand ambassador. This strategic alignment represents a major step into mainstream tech-focused markets, proving his commercial value exists entirely independent of race results. These arrangements reveal how modern elite cyclists build wealth. While some of these high-value partnerships are firmly embedded within the UAE Team Emirates corporate environment, others are kept entirely personal. Because the exact financial splits of these luxury contracts are not public, these figures must be treated as calculated industry estimates. What they clearly show is that Pogacar is no longer just a rider on a team payroll. He is a self-contained, highly marketable, commercial brand. To understand why UAE Team Emirates and XRG pay such an unprecedented premium, one must examine the brutal mathematics of World Tour sponsorship. Unlike professional football or Formula One, cycling teams cannot rely on ticket sales or stadium revenues. Instead, they depend almost entirely on corporate backing. Operating with an annual budget estimated between 50 and 55 million euros, the team purchases global media real estate alongside sporting victories. In elite cycling, teams acquire outcomes and media presence simultaneously. A single Grand Tour leader typically absorbs 30 to 35% of a team's entire budget. This gap explains the vast financial gulf between Pogačar and his closest rivals. While Jonas Vingegaard earns an estimated base salary of 5 million euros and Remco Evenepoel receives a reported 6.6 million euros, UAE Team Emirates values Pogačar at a guaranteed 8 million euros. This premium secures a highly reliable marketing platform. A Tour de France victory generates roughly 250 million global media impressions, driving brand awareness for state-backed sponsors like Emirates Airline and the chemicals group XRG. But this financial concentration shifts immense pressure onto a single rider. When a 50 million euro program is built entirely around one centerpiece, every race carries the weight of a corporate empire's global strategy. For decades, professional cycling operated on a model where guaranteed base salaries were minimal and riders depended almost entirely on race purses and daily stipends to survive. In the 1970s, even a dominant champion like Eddy Merckx earned an inflation-adjusted salary of roughly 200,000 euros, relying heavily on immediate race outcomes to validate his livelihood. The sport's financial structure began to shift as corporate sponsorships transitioned from bicycle manufacturers to massive consumer brands, slowly raising team incomes. This evolution culminated during the 2010s with the arrival of Team Sky and its successor, Ineos. They fundamentally restructured the market, pioneering the multi-million euro guaranteed leader contract to secure top Grand Tour contenders. Chris Froome became the bridge into this high-salary era, earning an estimated 4 million euros annually. By prioritizing guaranteed baseline pay over variable prize money, this era established the contract template that governs the sport today. Riders no longer race primarily for a share of the podium purse. Instead, teams secure their loyalty through brand-funded salaries, turning athletic talent into a predictable corporate asset. While Formula One or Premier League football generate billions in annual broadcast fees, global cycling's entire media rights market struggles to reach €500 million. This structural gap, rather than athletic talent, dictates the financial ceiling of the sport. Without massive TV revenues to distribute, cycling teams rely entirely on corporate sponsors who cannot justify football-scale wages. This reality raises a fundamental question. Has Pogačar already touched the absolute limit of modern cycling pay, or is he simply ahead of his time? Any future growth relies on the sport's ability to evolve, bypassing traditional team limits through direct-to-consumer media formats, broader lifestyle licensing, and global brand partnerships. Subscribe for more investigative stories on the business of elite sports. Pogačar's contract is a structural gamble on cycling's global value. As sovereign wealth redraws the sport's financial boundaries, his earnings will either remain a singular anomaly or become the new baseline for a hyper-commercialized era. Subscribe for more deep dives into the business of sport.